1059 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Laura and Casey were just, in Beefwater, they were just doing some Eddie Vedder impressions off the air.
Yeah.
Let me hear yours, Laura.
Well, mine is always the same. Yeah.
Yeah. And Beefwater, how did yours go?
Well, it wasn't so much a impression. It was just the way that he makes that noise in that song, where it's like "Whoa," and it just.
I don't even know what note he's trying to sing.
I know what he's talking about.
Going,
yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
He just kind of like.
Whoa.
Right. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Oh, at the very end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just so out of tune. It took me a little bit. So
I didn't say I could sing like Eddie Vedder.
Okay.
I just said that's what I was referring to.
Coming up.
Stop attacking me.
I know. It's Friday, and I'm just wanting to get out
Yeah,
of
why
here.
don't you sing a song?
I don't have the energy for that.
Why don't you dance, monkey?
Coming up in a few minutes, comedian Josh Blue, who will be at Helium Comedy Club all this weekend, is going to be in the studio. That's here in about 20 minutes or so. Before that, though, we finally have the cause of death for Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Laura revealed it at the top of the show, but if you missed it, we'll talk about it again. Also, Americans spend a lot of time thinking about money. Every single day, a lot of time spent just thinking about money. We'll tell you just how much coming up after Weezer on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm.
Happy Friday. This weekend's going to be a little difficult for me.
Why?
Just my self-control. I'm just going to be testing my self-control. I'm not going to cheat until this weight competition's over with. We got 15 more days, and then it's done. And I think I can do it. I'm not going to have any beer this weekend, which is usually what I like to. I'll have 4 or 5 beers.
Do you
on
have
a
an
Friday or
alternative?
Saturday.
Like, is there any the hard seltzer?
I could
or
do
like
that. I just don't-
vodka or something?
I have some vodka at home, but
I know you're not really into that, but
I don't really drink hard A. But yeah,
You need a good cold Michelob Ultra.
yeah, I might just go without. So I can do it. I'll take a gummy or something and just enjoy my
There you
my
go.
night.
I weighed myself while you went to the copy machine. I'm up 2 pounds again.
For real?
I'm just like, I'm a roller
Did he do
coaster.
that, Laura? Is he? He
Laura,
didn't do
I
that.
did that.
No, he didn't.
I am not going to comment.
So
on
he didn't.
that.
All right. He's just.
You
He's
said you had my back.
lying.
I didn't say anything. I mean, maybe you didn't. I just didn't
clearly
see
heard you
you.
say, step on that scale. Let's see where you're at.
Anyway.
And I did. I'm 2 pounds up.
Wednesday we'll do another weigh-in, and that will be the last one before the finale.
Yeah.
So
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm nervous. The loser has to go through a punishment. If I win, Casey has to show us those gross-ass toes. If I lose, I have to let a tarantula crawl across my body.
It won't be so bad.
Which is, that one's so worse. And I know that, like, what's irritating me is that all the listeners, like, Laura posted on Monday, or Wednesday, who's going to win this week's weight loss challenge?
50-50.
Not when I looked.
feel
It was
the
like,
same way.
it was like,
it ended up being about 50-50.
'Cause most
it was
people-
almost dead.
most
even,
people
actually.
all said beef water, and I'm the one who beat them this week.
I think a lot of people want to see a tarantula crawl on you. I think
Yeah,
that's the
That's
thing.
it. And your face is still a little puffy.
Dude, are you serious?
Beef water. That's so.
Get out of here, man.
He's
boobs.
just
I'm so
he's
sick of
just
you.
gonna be thinking about that all day. All day.
I
he's gonna be
only
thinking
say
about
that as a friend.
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you as a friend, but you got a puffy ass face. Well, thank you, Beef. Wednesday, we'll find
What
out where
time
we're
did you
at.
get up to?
And then on the 15th is when it all comes to an end.
Super proud of you, dude. I know we're having a lot of fun here, but look, we've both, I think we've surprised each other. at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely changed my relationship with food, like it has with you. It's getting easier and easier every day.
Yeah.
It's just I have cravings late at night, and I just want to satisfy it one time. I just want to satisfy it.
They say when you're hungry, just drink water.
Oh God, then I'm up peeing all night.
Yeah.
That's true too. But yeah, I guess the thing that my takeaway mostly is like I didn't realize how many calories were in everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you start tallying up what you're consuming, like it's weird that there's so many. I would think a handful of grapes, no calories, but guess what? There's still some,
Yeah,
and it still counts.
grapes aren't on my diet plan.
Yeah, mine either.
I loved grapes too, but I can't have them. Can't have them. I feel like such a bitch when I talk like this. By the way.
That's okay.
Just
You
for the
know,
record.
it's fine. It's for the radio.
And you don't need to feel any sort of way. You're doing a good thing for yourself.
Well, You
Yeah.
too, my friend. All right, so enough kissing each other's asses.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday, I'm going to take this
I could stand a
chubster
little
down.
more.
All right.
We'll
Could
see.
stand a little more.
All right. I found this article on the internet yesterday. It's Americans spend a lot of time each day thinking about money, stressing about money and the bills and everything. Is it every day for you, Beef?
Well, I think it's something that you never stop thinking about because everything requires money. So you're
Yeah.
constantly shuffling or thinking about a bottom line and what you can do and what you can't do.
Laura, same thing. Is it stressful?
I think about money all the time. If
Yeah.
I ever wake up in the middle of the night and my brain won't turn off, it's always because I'm thinking about money.
Because of money.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the only one, Laura, and me. I think about it a lot too. So Americans spend almost 4 hours a day thinking about money.
Damn.
4 hours a day stressing about bills and the rising costs of things.
Everything.
It's going up. Everything's going up. Americans spend about 4 hours a day worrying about their bills. The study also finds that money it's actually split. So between bills, 57% of people are stressing about bills, 51% are stressing about prices, 34% are stressing about housing costs, and 30% are stressing about debt and retirement savings.
That's
And
me.
that's-
That's my category.
Your
Yeah.
retirement
The
savings?
retirement situation. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like, man, dude, that's going to be here in a snap, and I don't know if I'm ready for it.
Same.
I just don't think, these days, do people even retire? A lot, like,
I'm going to work till, at this rate, I'm going to be
Yeah.
working till I'm 92.
Yeah, I feel I will definitely be greeting people at Walmart at some point in time in my future. I just don't know when I'm going to.
But didn't you get
shift
a,
that gear.
I don't know how much it was, but didn't you get an inheritance that was okay?
That's neither here nor there.
But that's part of it.
I'm
that
focused on.
that is helpful when it comes to having like a safety net or whatever. But still, in the long term, when it comes to the money that you are making for your future,
Yeah.
like that's a totally
This
different.
is-
Casey got 1.2 million in inheritance.
I'm looking at just like how to have continued income
Yeah.
forever,
Yeah.
and that's
Invest or something.
yeah. That's but what?
That's
But
so
yeah, yeah.
complicated.
I don't know what to
then now
invest
you
in.
start talking about investment, and it's
Everything's
the Wild
so
West.
volatile now, and
risk,
I don't.
and there's all that.
yeah.
And my luck, yes, I would lose it all.
Yeah. More than a third, 36% of Americans admit that they lose sleep over financial worries, and that jumps to 44% for millennials.
I just can't even think about it. Like if I spend too much time thinking about it, it just makes me so anxious. Because like I think about like, oh my God, what if I were to lose my job? Like
Yeah.
how long before I can't pay my mortgage. Like, it's those types of things where it's like, this is really uncomfortable to think about.
And do you ever find yourself like in financial strain, and then all of a sudden you're just like, to make myself feel better, you go and buy something else?
I do that all the time.
It's like I shouldn't do this, but like
I do.
I'm like a little perk.
I'm like, man, I'm so stressed out about money. I'm just gonna like
Go on a vacation.
Go on Amazon really fast and buy some stuff.
I
don't
do
need.
that, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta get control. I'm better as in my adult age, but like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was just
It's just so
go
easy.
on the internet and buy anything.
It sucks because it's so easy to spend money and it takes so long to build it back up.
I'm just wired to not spend that much money.
You do. Like Casey is like.
I'm so lifelong broke that it's just. That's just how my brain's wired. At
Would
this
you
point.
consider yourself cheap or just frugal?
No, I feel like I'm financially responsible. I try and look at a situation, and I want to spend as little money as I can by achieving whatever that goal is. So if there's something that I want to buy, I go, can I get a used one first?
Right.
Right.
And that's why Beefwater goes to Temu a lot.
And then if
Like
I can
crappy
find it,
Live like a billionaire.
if I can't, then maybe I have to bite the bullet and buy a new one or whatever. But say I wanted a mini bike. I would go and look for a 2-year-old mini bike that's the same mini bike that I'm looking for.
As opposed
Did you ever actually buy that mini bike?
No, I did not.
See, dude,
This is why. That's what I'm saying. So I look at it and I
you've
break
got
it
the
all
mo-
down.
and you've got the money. Like
And
he
I
wouldn't
go-
even notice this money missing if he bought this bike.
Oh,
and
that's
he still
not
didn't.
true. I notice every money that's missing.
Because
Yeah.
you're a weirdo. Like just enjoy
No,
yourself.
because
I can't. I
don't
can't
think
enjoy
so.
myself.
I get what you're saying though, and I kind of went the opposite direction with that. Like I was super broke when I was like, we didn't grow up with a lot of money. So as soon as I started making a little bit, I was
Yeah.
like, wow!
I'm buying all the stuff my mom never bought me.
Yeah, but
think-
I should
That's
be
why I buy
living-
toys now,
I
'cause I
should
didn't
be
have that
living
stuff.
more like Beefwater.
I
though.
bet if I was literally a millionaire, I would still.
You would still pretend that
He would.
or talk like you were broke.
No, I would still use a coupon. Like
Sure.
I would still look
Yeah.
for deals.
Yeah, that's
And-
because it's just you.
That's-
And I would
smart,
I
though.
would avoid paying full price whenever I could.
Yeah, I would have gone with cheap instead of that whole answer, but that's fine. That's
Because it's not cheap. Cheap is where
All
you
right.
just decide you're not going to do it. Like I think
Like, he
being
still
smart
has
about
But you
it.
do. You
fun.
decide like he talked himself out of this, but it wasn't that much. He had the money, and you talked yourself out of
Yeah.
it, and you would have had a blast.
I
You
had
were-
to buy an AC unit. And that was more important than a mini.
And how much? That was like 15.
It was
Gs.
like 4 mini bikes.
That's a lot. All right. Well, you still should get the mini bike.
So,
you got.
yeah.
you got
Well,
it.
maybe one day.
Well, your birthday is coming up.
Yeah, right. Buy yourself. a bike.
Treat yourself.
All right. Coming up in a few minutes, comedian Josh Blue, who's going to be at Helium this weekend, will be in studio with us. Hang on.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Happy Friday. In studio with us right now, he is going to be live at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. Portland.heliumcomedy.com. Please welcome to the show comedian Josh Blue.
Hey, what's up? Good morning.
Good morning, Josh. Dude, I've been a big fan of yours for years.
Oh, right on.
Ever since you started on Last Comic Standing. When was that? In 08?
06.
06.
Insane.
That
man.
was the...
It's almost 20 years, man.
Yeah, dude, that was the season, the only real season I got into because they screwed the show up.
Yeah, that was the only one I was into, too.
This is fair.
I never watched it again.
You were my guy. Like, I wanted you to win. Like, I was rooting for you the whole time. You got really, like...
I did win.
Oh, you did? I thought...
I did.
Oh, my God, I'm such a moron.
Well,
I thought the other guy won
that,
this year.
but I'll agree with you.
Well, now we got the winner of Last Comic Standing in the studio.
and then thank you for the delayed applause break. Thank you. That's very kind.
Dude, well, I apologize for that. Congratulations. That
thanks.
is incredible.
And then I was on America's Got Talent in 2021 during the pandemic. I got third on there. So
Okay. What was that like doing that show?
it was lame.
Lame.
I mean, it's network television,
Yeah.
so it's it's kind of for kids. So you gotta be real squeaky clean, and
Yeah.
it's hard for me not to drop the F-bomb.
And I bet, like, when you're there, I have a feeling you're there all day long.
Oh, that's the worst. Like, they interview you relentlessly for hours, and then when you're not being interviewed, you're just, like, sitting somewhere, like,
Did you get paid for that?
not a dime.
Not a cent. So, I mean, that's a lot of time they expect to...
I mean, it was like a month, like months of being involved.
But the exposure you get at third place is still pretty good.
Yeah, it was amazing. And it was during the pandemic, so I didn't have anything else going on.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice.
The pandemic was weird. We had a lot of comedians on the show, and they would one guy was talking about doing a show to a bunch of cars, like it was like a drive-in comedy show, and all he could see was headlights.
Yeah, we did that in Denver, right? We did that. Yeah.
By the way, in studio with this is
Janae
Josh Blue's
first, yeah.
opening act.
Say hi, Janae.
Hi.
Janae.
Is there a mic there? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, that one's there, but it kind of sucks. But you can still
Not
use
the
it.
best.
One of you smells good. I would assume it's Janae.
Yeah, it's not me, man.
Yeah, it is. That's not always the case when people come in here this early in the morning.
you-
So we appreciate that.
Sorry, the handler for Helium came in and said, "That's me, bro. That's me."
yeah.
Ian does look rather distinguished.
He does.
Yes, he does.
I did shower for y'all.
Oh, good.
Appreciate
A lot
you.
of comedians don't like. There's one comedian, I won't say who, but he's been in here 2 times, and every single time he stinks like ass.
Say who it is. Come on.
Do you want me to say who it is?
No.
Well, I have no problem.
Ian's looking at you like, hey, how about we don't?
Ian, can I say who it is? I don't care. Do you know? Have you been? Because you're in the car with these people. You've been in the car with some of them that stink, right? Yeah. Well, let's see. Do you know who
Don't
I'm?
look at me, man.
Are we gonna say the same guy?
I don't know. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
We're on the edge of our seats.
Okay. What?
Josh Blue needs the answer.
I will say, I like him as a comedian.
Okay, I like your...
But Ari Spears
That's what I was saying. I knew you were going to say
smells
that,
a little
yeah.
stinky. Every time he's coming to the studio, it smells like butt when he leaves.
Harry.
Also came in last time rocking no socks and slides. Bare feet on the couch.
Yeah,
On our couch?
Yeah.
It feels very much
I
like
was
he
just
rolls
sitting
out
on
of
the
bed
couch.
and he
Yeah,
gets
you were
here,
just
you
sitting
know?
on that couch that Ari Spears had his bare feet on.
Sorry about that.
And he's smelling himself right now.
That's going to get on me now.
Oh, it's a leather couch. Right? It doesn't smell
And it
like
has
that.
been a while since we've had Aries on the show. So
Well, I saw he's coming soon, isn't he?
is he coming back?
He just came last week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We
yeah.
missed him.
Get right up to that microphone, Josh.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Comedian, you're professional, for God's sakes.
Well, I'm lazy.
Josh Blue, how long you been doing stand-up now?
I just had my 20th anniversary of headlining.
Wow.
That's
So
amazing.
probably 25 altogether. When
That's
you put in
crazy,
the-
man. Did you think that this is where you were going to be when you started this?
I kind of did. I don't know what else I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? A palsy guy? I just live on welfare? I don't know.
So like
This is
you,
a much better.
you didn't have any
gig.
other options for like a career or anything?
I mean, yeah, no. I don't know. It just seemed right. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been doing it since college. Like, I started in college. So
Were you always like in high school funny and funny? And
Yeah, I was like the class clown. I was also like one of the only disabled people in the school that was like mainstream, so I could just get away with murder.
right,
totally,
right.
yeah.
You could say a lot more than anyone
You're
else.
not sending the palsy kid to detention.
Yeah, like real good look. Good look.
I remember like one of the first jokes, you went up on stage and you said something about the cerebral palsy, and then you were like, just let you know, guys know you're all going to hell now.
You're
Like the whole
going to hell
crowd?
for laughing at me. Yeah.
I got a question because I need to get your take on this. I've actually seen you live twice, but both times is that kind of like a unique venue. The Colorado Broadcasters Association
Oh
Awards.
yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah,
Corporate events are always
weird.
kinda
Yeah,
weird,
so
yeah.
like what's your and like I mean, I had a great time. I thought it was fantastic, but I can't imagine that that's your preferred
No
venue.
I mean, actually, as far as it goes, that audience was great.
Yeah.
I've done some events where the audience was not
Yeah.
great like that. You
Like,
know,
what's the worst corporate show you did where you're just like pulling teeth getting these people to laugh?
early in my career, I got a 70-year-old woman's birthday party, and
Oh
it
my
was
God.
it was in a big ballroom. She was a cattle woman, like she made her millions, and she saw me on TV and wanted me for the show. And then right before I went on, they're like, "Don't swear and don't talk about politics."
Oh, come on.
come
And I was
yeah.
like, I can do that for the amount of money that you're paying me. I can do that. But then they proceeded to heckle me, trying to goat me to say political things.
While you're up on
And it was
stage.
like when George Bush was in office. And they're like, what do you think of George Bush?
And they're like, it's
then-
almost they want you to say something bad about them so they can yell at you.
Right. And then I finally did say something bad, and it was like dead silent. and then I was like, okay, and now back to the cripple jokes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you
And this
Dixie
la-
chicked yourself.
And this lady goes, we don't like the cripple jokes.
Oh, for God's sakes, the
Like,
cripple guy
come
could
on
say 'em.
now.
And that was
yeah.
like, 48 minutes left to go.
No.
After that. It was the worst show I've ever
Oh
had.
my God! What do you do? I panic sweat. Like when I'm in those situations, I panic sweat. Do you? Because I don't know what I would do on stage, like panic sweating.
I mean, that was very early in my career too. I didn't have all the tools I have now. Like, it's hard to phase me now,
Yeah.
but back then I was like, oh my goodness, this is
Jeez.
gonna be a long show.
I've only told jokes a few times on stage, but one of the first times I did it, I was opening for a Pink Floyd cover band.
Oh yeah.
Not even the crowd, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I went up and I told some jokes, and it was dead silent. I even at one point did that thing where I thought the mic wasn't on, and I go, "Is this thing on?" No, it actually was on. I was just not
Like,
funny.
You were
it's
just
on.
bombing.
You're
I was just bombing hard.
Yeah.
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 And
Do you
then
have nightmares about that?
I do still. The only person that laughed during that whole set was her gay hairdresser. That was there. And then when I
It's
came
almost
off,
worse when one guy laughs.
yeah. And when I came off stage, he handed me a drink. He goes, "Here you go, sweetie. You're gonna need this."
Oh.
That's the worst when people know
man.
you bombed.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Like because there are times where comedians will do well and they'll say they bombed, right? But like
Right.
when the audience knows that you're
Right.
failing.
And like honestly, I don't bomb. Like since then, I haven't bombed. I've had bad shows, but like
Yeah.
utterly eating it like that. No,
yeah.
I've never. I didn't like it, so I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
You know?
Good. But at corporate gigs pay well,
They
right?
do pay well, but at what cost?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
that's true. Yeah, right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Wow, you're a millionaire right now?
Something like that.
I mean, that's got to feel great. Like your jokes, your brain's got you millions of dollars.
It's great, but I also have teenagers, so it kind of offsets the.
So
success.
you're not a millionaire. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Take
I
that
have
back.
$200,000 in credit debt.
Yeah, these kids. I would trade it all in for
How many kids you have?
2,
You have 2 kids?
15 and 17.
Oh,
so-
it's close to his ages.
I got 17 and
Are
19.
you okay?
I'm hanging in there. This is
That's the
it's a
worst.
turbulent time.
It's the worst thing I ever did.
Now, your kids, do you think they're going to get into comedy, or do you think what?
No, they're probably going to get into military school at this rate. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
No, my
they
daughter,
acting up?
My daughter's 15. She could be a stand-up. She's very funny, very likable. She's just kind of a prick.
Okay.
Right now, I still
Right.
like her, but
Yeah, well, like young teenage girls usually are, right? They're kind of mean.
It'd be like that.
Laura just never got out of hers. She's still like that.
I was just born this
is
way.
there like a limit when like you can still put them up for adoption?
I'm not sure.
I think it's
I
18.
think probably. Yeah.
18,
Hey,
yeah.
you've still got time.
All right, I think so. I'm looking into that.
Josh Blue's going to be at Helium this weekend. Portland.heliumcomedy.com is the website. Josh, what's the big plans? You got a book coming out. I know that.
It just came
It
out
just came
last
out.
week. I'm super stoked. It took me a very long time to write.
Yeah, how many hours a day would you work on your book?
Oh, I would write a sentence a month.
A sentence.
Okay.
It
All right.
took me
How long did you
20
work? How long did you work on this book?
No, it's been 20 years. It's
20
been
years.
20 years because I don't physically write. Like I can't type and then I don't write. And then I started back before voice to dictate stuff, so I just kind of learned. So I had to dictate to an actual person.
Got
It's
it.
like
Got
a
it.
Oh, geez.
laborious process.
Sure.
But it's out, and people like it, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, yeah. Get the book, Josh. What's the
It's
full
called
title?
Something to Stare At.
Something to Stare At. Josh Blue, Something to Stare At. I would assume you can get that. You know what? I'm going to buy my copy right now on Amazon.
Oh my! Don't do Amazon.
Why?
Go to,
Why?
Go to Powell's or something.
You want me to go to? I can go to your website.
You can go there. The problem is then I actually have to mail it to you.
Oh, okay.
I prefer Amazon because
All
I'm
right.
done.
And then your job is over.
I
Okay.
got 450 orders on my website, and
Well, you don't have an assistant,
well, I got my kids slave labor in it.
dude.
you
It
go.
blows me away how many of you guys like don't have. Like we had Jeremy Pivot in here like a month ago or whatever. And the dude took an Uber here by himself.
I'm surprised with him that he was able to.
Like
do
the guy from Entourage didn't have an entourage.
Yeah, yeah.
And like we've had a lot of these guys.
He borrowed $40 from me.
I believe that.
Like we had Mike. What's his name? He's always angry. Rappaport. Michael Rappaport.
I don't even remember.
Same
that.
thing.
I love to
Thank you. He showed up with an Uber by himself too. It's you know I guess it's probably normal for you guys,
Well,
but for
it's
me I'm always
different.
surprised.
I mean, my girlfriend tours with bands, like she does like a back of house stuff, and musicians are useless. Like,
Yeah.
they would never be able to take an Uber to.
Who does she tour with?
She's with the Indigo Girls right
Oh,
now.
okay.
So she was
And Melissa Etheridge.
she was just here, or is about to be here.
Yep, they're coming. I think in like.
All right.
Soon,
Yeah.
At least she's not on tour with, like Motley Crue or some
Yeah.
like band sketchy
She was
backstage.
with Phineas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
also the Lumineers before that.
Oh,
All
nice.
right.
Wow.
A bunch of bands I don't listen to, but
Yeah, yeah.
that's awesome.
Rightly so.
Yeah. What's your favorite band?
Oh, right now I love Jack White. Man.
Jack White.
Oh, yeah.
He rips it, baby.
Sure
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Detroit boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, she's from Detroit, so she
yeah.
gets very
Yeah,
excited.
yeah.
I lived there for 2 years, and I will never do it again.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Never again. Well, before we go, I know you have your opening act in here. I met her a second ago. I forget your name again. I'm so sorry.
Janae.
Janae. She smells good, even though Ian in
Ian
the
has
studio is
claimed the
claiming
smell,
it's
I
but
never know what that means, though. I'm like, is that? I start smelling myself. Like,
no, you smell good. I don't know. Some people have just a good musk.
Is it weed?
No, you don't smell like
I'm
weed.
like, is this a wink, wink?
Have you
smell
gotten any
good,
Oregon
good
weed
smell.
yet, though?
We're
last
from.
night,
We live in Colorado, though.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
it's so
yeah,
much better there. It's good here
no,
too.
but it's available.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
available.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
So-
we're not tourists to the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think there's a weed shop really close to here.
Oh, it's like underneath the club. Isn't there one in the club?
Ian's like, yep, I'm there all the time.
Well, if you have any trouble, let me know. I got this dude named Roscoe. All I got to do is page him. He'll be here in 30 to 35 minutes, unless he's busy.
Yeah. Those days are over, man.
Yeah, dude. Portland.heliumcomedy.com is the website. Josh Blue, you are super funny, and I can't wait to see you live this weekend. It'll be my first time seeing you
Oh,
live.
yeah, awesome.
And yeah, go check it out. Portland.heliumcomedy.com. Right, Ian?
That's right.
What are you wearing? What's your fragrance?
Some Johnny Depp stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it Sauvage? Oh, I knew it was Sauvage.
I
could smell
had
Sauvage
my
from a
money on
mile away.
CK1.
That was a good sentence.
I know.
All right, 1059thebrew.com if you want to check out the video. Bye.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
1059 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. It was nice talking to Josh Blue, meeting him for the first time.
Yeah.
He's going to be at Helium tonight, portland.heliumcomedy.com. And Ian told me I could say this on the air, but this, because it's also on their website, but they just found out about this yesterday. Okay. Comedian Hannibal Buress is going to be doing a surprise show tonight at Helium at 9:30.
It's a nice surprise. A little, what do we got, Friday? A little Friday surprise?
Yeah. They didn't even know until yesterday, I guess. Like Hannibal called him and said, like, hey, I'm in town. Can I do a set?
I love that about comedians.
Yeah.
That they'll just pop up somewhere. You never know.
When I went to go see Todd Glass, Daniel Tosh came out.
Yeah.
And did like
crazy.
an hour, and he was testing out new material.
That's usually it. They don't want it to be public that they're out and about because they just want to get in front of some people, throw some stuff out there, and see what lands and what doesn't.
And it was funny because there'd be a joke that would be funny, but it wasn't a loud enough laugh for Daniel, and he'd go, all right, crossing that joke off the list.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to watch, and it was a little looser than an actual Daniel Tosh show. So cool, man. Tonight, Hannibal Buress doing a surprise show at Helium.
It's one thing
9:30.
I'm a little bit jealous about with like people that have access to the Comedy Store and places because it's that way every night. Like there's always people rolling through, and it would be awesome.
It would be nice when you're a famous comedian and you just have the itch one night to go out and do it, and you just make a call and you're on stage within an hour.
But Helium, I mean, I know that I'm biased because it's our local spot, but I find that place to be so incredible.
It is
I've
awesome.
never had a bad experience at Helium.
No.
I love the room. I love the way it feels when you're in there.
Dude, they took such good care. You know what they did? My mom wanted to go out and take her friends out for her birthday to Helium. And so I called Ian and let him know, and he comped the chairs, the seats, obviously the table, and the food.
Ian,
he got them in and took care of my mom and her friends. So like they are really good people.
They're good
there.
people.
Yeah, Ian has never not been a champion my entire time of knowing him. So he's always been very kind to me as well. And
so get your tickets. Portland.heliumcomedy.com is the website. Coming up, speaking of tickets, we've got another pair of tickets to see 311 down in Eugene. We'll do that here around 9:30 this morning. We're commercial free on 1059 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Happy Friday. All right, this weekend, let me see what the weather is looking like outside.
It's going to be pretty nice.
Yes, today 84 and sunny. Tomorrow 82 and sunny. Sunday 77, a few clouds, but it's going to be really nice all weekend long. And that's a good time to get out, to maybe do some hiking, do some bike riding or something. I just started getting into hiking, like seriously, probably like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it.
Total waste of time.
It's not a waste of time. Laura does it more than anybody that I know, though. Laura goes out, and I've lived in the States since I was, 13, 14 years old, maybe 12, somewhere around there. Maybe 11. I was a kid.
It's been a while.
But Laura has been to more places than I have in Oregon in the 3 years she's lived here than I have in all of my time.
But I feel like I've lived in enough places where I've realized that, like when I left Colorado, there were all these places that I'm like, man, I was going to go do this and I was going to go do that, and I never got around to it. So when I moved here, I was like, okay, I'm just going to take advantage of what we have here.
It is impressive just how much ground you cover. And I'm with Tanner. I've lived here my whole life. You have done more in the time that you've been here than I've done in the last 3 decades.
I'll be like, Laura, I've never done this trail. What do you think? And she goes, I did that trail once. Here's what you need to worry about. Here's where you need to park. She knows everything. So
it doesn't stop at trails. It's every restaurant, backwoods bar. She knows every spot in this town.
Yeah, well, I got to get out there and live your life, you guys.
I wonder if Flora's depressed and she's running from something and she goes out.
Oh, yeah, that's totally it. I mean, hello.
Well, it got us thinking we should do a segment once a week where Laura's telling us about the best trails in Portland and the surrounding areas and Washington. I'm sure she's been to a lot. So, you don't have to because I get overwhelmed. What happens to me is I go online looking for a trail. I see 1,000 different trails to choose from, and I don't know which one to go. To go on. So that's why we're going to do Laura's new segment, Laura's Dirty Trail.
Dusty Trail.
Oh, sorry. Time for
my trail is not dirty.
New segment, Laura's Dusty Trail.
It's just a little dusty. Okay,
Laura's by the way,
my dirty trail.
What the hell?
What
the hell kind of name is this? Even if dusty, dirty doesn't matter.
Whatever. Okay, so that's what we're calling it, Laura's Dusty Trail.
It all makes your teeth feel gritty.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Okay, so this one is, and it's only because it's top of mind because I was just there, and it's not really Portland Metro, but it is very topical. Crater Lake. I just went to Crater Lake. Now, Crater Lake, if you are unaware, is closing for 3-ish years after this summer to allow for major repairs to the trail down to the water and the marina. So you're not going to be able to go after this season, I believe.
For a long time. And I would imagine even once it's open, so many people are going to be missing it.
Yeah.
The reservations, the trails are going to be
crazy.
busy.
Yeah. So if you want to go before it closes, and I believe it's this trail specifically, there is only one trail that goes down to the water. And this is it. It's called the Cleetwood Cove Trail. You can drive around the lake to different viewpoints, but if you want to get down and jump in the water and see it up close, you have to take this trail. It's relatively flat or downhill on the way down, but that just means on the way up,
you're going to be doing
pretty steep. I got a decent glute workout on the way up, but it's
I heard the video. I did a walkthrough of it and said, listen, man, it's an easy walk down, but what goes down must go up.
That's exactly right.
It's for real.
And it's not an easy, it's
not easy. It's easy going down. Coming up, I wouldn't say it's hard. I would call it moderate. But you're definitely going to be going up. So bring water. 2.1 miles out and back. Elevation gain of 610 feet.
How was the water when you got down there?
I was expecting it to be very, very cold, but it was not. I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't run in, run out. There were a ton of people swimming in the water.
I'm surprised they let people swim in Crater Lake.
And this is the only area you can do it. So they do let you get in. There's no motorized boats. The boat tour that they do is an electric boat. So you can't paddleboard, you can't kayak, you can't do any of that. But you can get in it, which a lot of people were doing. We parked on the road, on the shoulder. The parking lot gets really, really crowded. So if you're going to go early, because by the time we left, it was impossible finding parking.
She's smart that way, because I've done that where I show up in the afternoon and it's just having to step aside to get out of the way of people.
Yeah.
Not good.
I hate it. So, all right.
But it's a nice, it's relatively, it's not too strenuous. Of course, you do have to pay to get into the parks. It's a national park.
And how much is that?
But I'm not sure. My friend had a parks pass. So, but just be prepared to pay a fee.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you get? The name of the trail again is?
The name of the trail is Cleetwood Cove Trail, and because of the destination, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
And if you're not like super into hiking, you can still manage because it's pretty quick. But
Sounds
Kind of a
peaceful.
long drive from here, but it's worth it.
Was that water super clear?
it was so clear.
That's awesome.
It was very blue, very clear. You could see straight to the bottom.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Very peaceful.
It wasn't really that peaceful because there's a good jillion people there, but it was nice.
I wonder, like, who gets into the Crater Lake water and pees in it?
I don't know.
Everybody.
But interesting
It's just
that
somebody
they're just going to shut down revenue for 3 years.
I think you can
seems
still get
pretty
into
crazy.
the park. You just won't be
Well,
able to.
why is it going to take 3 years to like renovate some camping spots and some
Well,
trails?
and I don't
They
even
call it
think,
craftsmanship.
I don't even
You
know
get
if
in there
they're.
and you do a good job.
But I don't even know if they're doing that or if it's just like the marina, if they're like updating their boat tour thing.
Yeah, who knows,
I
but-
don't know.
Well, there it is, the first ever edition of Laura's Dusty Trail.
Yeah.
Very good, Laura. I think
Yeehaw!
I liked it. I can't wait to try this trail.
Have you been to Crater Lake?
I have, but I didn't do this trail, and I was looking for a spot, but everything's reserved. So it's
Yeah,
going to
well-
be probably 4 or 5 years before I get
Yeah,
there.
it'll be 2030
Yeah.
by the time you get out there. But
All right. More online. Do you have some footage and pictures from your trip?
I can take video or I can post video. Yeah.
Yeah, follow us on our Instagram at 1059 The Brew if you want to see the trail that Laura was just mentioning on the air. Laura's Dusty
Dusty Trail.
Not dirty. There it is.
No.
We're commercial free on 105.